Good morning, everyone, and welcome back out to Portland, Oregon for the Tillamook Portland Grand Prix. Myself and Adam in the booth, and it is time for the regular season finale. 17 races, and it's all come down to this. The top 14 will get to advance on today, get a chance to run at the chase for the championship. If the race goes like it did yesterday, we're in for a treat to see which driver is going to be able to conquer this track. It's the very first time the Premier Series has been here at Portland International. We're excited to see how this race will be. 45 laps today. 43 cars will get to advance on. It is a cool, overcast morning, 66 degrees. Track temperature is 69 degrees. And we have a little bit of wind and a lot of humidity from the storm that's rolling in. And it should be a fun race. Very soon we're going to go over the starting lineup of the race. We will have points, unofficial points, at the very end of the race as well, that we'll be able to put on screen once everyone has taken the checkered flag. And we have a very surprising car going home today as well. So with that, we can go over the starting lineup of the race. Adam, would you like to take us through with row number 1?
Yes, of course. Starting on pole, we have Timmy Weathers out of the Walsh Enterprises stable. This might be his first pole this season. He starts the inside of his Toyota teammate, Andrew Weisbecker.
Starting the race from row number 2, we have Justin Osborne from Mirgazoo Racing starts alongside Adam Douglas in the number 40 machine.
Row number 3 sees Tim Salmon starting next to now Pat Wary.
Row 4 has Deacon Jones in the 28 and Mariah Douglas in the 83. We got a double top 10 there for RPM.
And 9th and 10th, we have Ryan DeLusso starting to the inside, or I guess it's the right side, of Jay Langelier.
The only repeat winner of the season, that is Jay. Row 6 has Nick Fountain and Zach McAdoo.
Some more charges coming out of row number 6. Row number 7, we'll see Tom Jones and Brad Hughes out of Tom Brad Development. The two of them have a relatively respectful qualifying this week.
And then we got Sammy Cobb in the Elite 77, starts next to Daniel Quinones in the Reckless Racing 16. He qualified 16th.
Row number 9 has Connor Meir in the 29 Meir Kazoo car, starting the inside of Aaron Douglas out of Western Auto Racing.
And then row number 10 is Jeff Cannon and Quinn Ezo.
And then behind them we have Brandon Carasta. Procrastination starts next to Joseph Onesto.
That's Kenny Bambura and Justin Franklin.
Hold on, frames are struggling. We have Jacob McMillan and David Walsh starting 25th and 26th.
27th, we got Makoto Kino starting next to Dylan Young.
Then Chris Davis and John Citadino.
That would be, yes. And then Caitlin Meir and Joshua Lockhart.
Austin Yoakum starts next to Greg Graziano.
Then it's Lizzie Wesley in the 36, starting next to Trenton McPherson in the 78.
In the rear rows, we got Arthur Xavier in the 87, starting next to Marissa Miranda.
Then it's Travis Dawson starting next to Brett Pritchard.
Rob Kreider starts next to Andy Bewley.
And rounding out the field is going to be Dakota Cottle, which means going home tonight is 2 of the Fords coming out of the IRM dual camp. I got some unfortunate luck with their qualifying setups because Elias Star, he's going home, and Dylan Touchton, he's going home as well. That's the first time I believe he has ever failed to qualify for a race.
It's very unfortunate for both of those drivers. Know that Elias Nassar wants to have some lap time, and of course Dylan Touchton really wants to make it into the chase, and this is the cutoff race. I don't know if that's going to put them in an absolute dire situation, but 69 certainly did not want to have this.
He was on the outside looking in, so it's not like he had a chance to point himself in, but it was going to be a tough call. He had to win the race with everyone else DNFing, so it's not like he was about to be out of it. He needed everything to go his way and everybody else's way to go down. So I don't think it was going to happen for him regardless. Pace car heads to the pits, and we wait for the green flag to fly, and then Timmy Weathers will lead us down the front straightaway. 43 cars, more than double, or sorry, less than double from what we had yesterday. The crazy truck race. See just how well this goes. So far, everyone's clean through turn one. We got some 3 wide action heading into this corner. Some contact, but everything looks okay. This was Calamity Corner for trucks. We saw many vehicles spin off.
Looks like we have survived turn 3. Nobody really as loose as is on the truck series. Of course, tires aren't worn yet. Everybody's got fresh feel goods on them.
Got the General Tires versus the Goodyears that we normally see with the trucks. And Weathers has maintained the points lead.
He's running a little bit more of a defensive line through this opening lap, trying to hold his position as Justin Osborne's going to go for second on the 41 car.
Saw this line taken a lot. It wasn't necessarily preferred, but that's why, because you want that inside. Oh, but a lot of curb there for the 41.
Some battles going into turn number 3. Looks like the 40 was able to hold off the challenging 51 car.
Saw the 51 car yesterday be driven by Cody Erickson in the truck series. He also had a very strong showing with his Dollar General truck. He's trying once again, this time on the outside. Looks like that's going to work for Tim Salmon. And shortly behind, Noah Patwary gets around the 83. Some early good pace out of Mariah's 83. This car has kind of struggled the past few weeks. So far, we have kept
sandwiched between a couple of the reckless racing cars.
I got to point out some crazy first movers in this race. Chris Davis, who started 30th, he's already up to the 20th position. He is past an average of 3 cars a lap right now in this 06 machine.
He's making the good moves.
He just got around Joseph Anesto's number 62 machine. He's one of the drivers that's done double duty this weekend, racing the trucks. Did not have a good time. See if he does better tonight. Deacon Jones and Zach McAdoo battling down the back straightaway. Some contact between these two.
Yeah, these two will be battling for many seasons to come, as McAdoo's going to be moving over to a new team next year. But Deacon Jones and McAdoo, anytime that both cars are running up front, they usually find each other.
I hope to see that along with these two drivers, we'll finally be able to see as well. This is just my own personal hopes that we'll see Alan Bledsoe finally get a good, consistent ride in the Premier Series as well.
Yeah, we know that Bledsoe is going to be taking over this 17 team next season. a lot of accolades that come with them. Just he's now a road course winner here at Portland with his win in the Truck Series. But everyone at Reckless Racing is very excited for the arrival of this driver. They're also very disappointed in losing McAdoo. They'd like to have both of them, but just not enough seats.
It'll still be a stacked lineup of a race team. Can even say that with Jay Langelier being there because since his return to FARCA, he has nabbed 2 wins this season. He is the only driver to win more than 1 race this season. He ended the streak of 19 different winners in a row. And once again, having a very strong run.
Everybody at Reckless Racing.
Car off and Quinizo spinning around, and so
Quinones
is Quinones.
Don't know if he's waiting for the field to go. If
yeah, they are.
A huge issue.
And that will probably trigger a tow for the 16 since he's already been stopped there for a moment. That is going to be because of the sim auto-timing them. But he is going to be able to get rolling before he tows. So that will be both the... Let's see what happened. We watched Quinizo, but what happened with Quinones? There it is. He just dipped into the grass and spun right in front of Tom and brought it to a stop there.
He did a good job saving that car. That was the it's Travis Dawson is spun in turn 1.
Travis Dawson, I think he got spun by Rob Kreider. We don't have a replay of it, but that is what we were being told, is he was spun by the number 38 machine. So I think Rob, who is a road course driver, this is a race I thought he would be doing a lot better in. This driver has done the 24 Hours of Lemons at Sonoma and a couple of other races and a well-known autocrosser with his Porsche. Kind of surprised to see him back in 40, so that's probably just frustration out of the 38 team.
The 15 car is going to try to work his way around the inside of the 38. He's going to get that pass done.
Meanwhile, Andrew Weisbecker has finally got the back bumper of Timmy Weathers. That was previously about a half second of a lead, but Weathers has started to get backed up to the field now as he's got the 41 and the 79 right behind him, and Osborne says, I'll take that position right there, thank you.
Osborne had been working on him for quite a few laps. We saw the 51 working on the 40 to start the race, but now Tim Salmon also is going to be trying to move through these other Toyotas.
These two Toyotas staying side by side with each other. There was that check up there in the middle of the corner by the 55 that allowed the 79 to try. He's still persisting. And to the lead now, Andrew Weisbecker in the treacherous set of corners makes the 55 go to the left side of the track and will take the lead and lead his first lap. All right, 6 laps in the books now.
79's going to be looking to the inside and down to the turn 1 on the 55. Can't quite get there.
Maybe trying the old switchback. Not enough room. It is very tight. That is one of the tightest chicanes as a driver to do. On board with Justin Osborne.
Yeah, you can see him really pushing, trying to pass the 55. All these cars might feel like they're being held up by him, as now at Pat where he's trying to pass the 40 car down the backstretch.
Ooh, contact there between the two! And they're still beating and banging off their door panels. That is the defending champion going up against one of the major veterans of the sport, putting on a good show in the process.
And not too much love lost between the two of them there. You saw how close they're willing to get when they're battling. It's a spot that the 40 doesn't really want to give up. So we got to fight for the lead into the chicane, and the 41's going to keep his spot. Under the backstretch, it looks like the Toyotas have sort of gotten themselves figured out. The 55 pulls away from the 79. Don't know if Osborne's used up all of his stuff or if the 55 has just found something.
I think it's just going to be the 55 has found something here.
Aaron Douglas is working on the 77 car of Sammy Cobb down the front straightaway ahead of the 29.
This is currently the battle for the 15th spot. Connor Muir right behind him as well. Got a driver around.
Young.
Went off in turn number 1. In fact, I forgot to put that on. Let's get that track map running for you guys as well. This is going to be one of the corners that's going to be an issue. Mainly it's the final corner, and then turn 3 is where we see cars go off the most. This time it was Dylan Young that was bit. He now is back 14 spots from where he started. Fell all the way to 42nd because of the spin. Oh, and we got Zach McAdoo spinning.
McAdoo. That was a wild one. I don't know if he even was able to find the brake.
Then he'll wait for the field to go by before he rejoins.
He had a lot of room to get going if he wanted to. Still has room.
Yeah, they normally wait, unfortunately. They wait for a large gap. And unfortunately, that'll be a tow. That's going to be just bad luck there for Zach McAdoo.
Well, that's not really what he's going to want at all because of where he is in points.
And once again,
he's off again.
Dylan Young struggling in the Western Auto 19.
Start tracking. Thought he was heading for the tire barriers.
We did see that last night with the 21 slapping that and actually DNFing because of that. Broke his suspension on a tire barrier.
Andrew Weisbecker continues to lead now as we complete lap 10, ahead of our pole sitter Timmy Weathers and Justin Osborne. Now Pat Wary is looking on Tim Salmon for 4th.
We are halfway to the halfway break. We'll be flying that at lap 22. Zach McAdoo leaving pit road. He'll be placed 1 lap down. He opted for 4 tires and fuel while also in the pits. We saw drivers were able to overcome being a lap down from these types of incidents in the Truck Series race. We had a driver finish P6 from this incident. So it's not like Zach McAdoo is completely out of this thing. Still a long way to go.
McAdoo needs to think about points because he is not safe from where he is. He's 13th in the point standings, and so this could really help somebody else get in. It's not what that Reckless Racing team wanted at all. They wanted that top 10. They were safest right there.
And Deacon Jones himself now has also gone off.
And that's our points leaders. That's somebody that really needs to get going.
And he is able to continue going. He's locked in no matter what, though. He has got a significant points lead.
Yes, but he wants that points lead over Andrew Weisbecker. He doesn't want Weisbecker to win this one.
That's
and
true.
Get
There's 3 bonus points for the regular season championship, so that would be a huge help for starting off the chase. So he does get it going again, but he is just outside the top 15. He rejoined in the 16th spot. So as the field begins to spread out, it's not going to affect him as much. We're expecting only one pit stop to be needed today, so I don't know if green flag pit stops are going to be needed. And Makoto Kino is off the racetrack in turn number 3. We're starting to see the tire wear, especially since the sun came back out. It's starting to really affect the racetrack. We can see here, track temperature has gone from 68 degrees from when this broadcast started all the way up to 71. So it continues to increase with the sun coming out. That could be what we're seeing. Weisbecker now has got a 1.5 second lead. This 41 car looking strong yet again. Ryan DeLusso crashed. What happened to Juicy? Oh, got into it with Mariah. Tagged the wall. And stopped the car on track. That is going to be a full course yellow. Because that car is stopped in that spot.
Damage on the 83 and the 97.
Let's watch this again, this time from the onboard of Ryan DeLusso. So keep an eye on that orange back paneled Ford. She's going to turn in. Doesn't expect the dive bomb from Ryan. They make contact and then boom, right into the wall. Tore the bumper cover off the 2 car and damaged the suspension. That might be race over for Ryan.
That's another driver on the bubble that really needed to have a good finish.
We also heard there was an incident with Travis Dawson, which that would be huge because his teammate didn't make the race, so a double DNF or DSQ would be really unfortunate, and it's nearly identical from what happened with Ryan. Let's see, he was able to get rolling, and then does he just bring it to a stop?
Yeah, I probably couldn't steer the car after contact with the 19.
That looks like that's what the issue is. So far, we only have one taker on pit road, and that's Aaron Douglas, the lone vehicle to pit.
Damage.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm not seeing where. Let's see if we can fast forward if he stopped it on track or if he just kept it rolling. Looks like he may be able to keep it rolling. It's damaged very badly, but it looks like he kept it rolling. Yeah, he is still out there. So there is, yeah, you can see there is that damage on that right front of that number 97. Can't get a good cam. There you go. You can see very faintly, but you can see the right front tire exposed on the 97. So they're going to work on the body and making sure there's no suspension damage to the 97.
It exposed, boy.
We might see Ryan DeLusso still in this thing. They are going to work on it on pit road. He may not be out of the show. But Aaron needs to get going here. Otherwise, he's going to be a lap down. And we need to wave around our lone driver who's a lap down. That would be Zachary McAdoo getting a wave around. And Travis Dawson, if he can get back out on track too, he will also be getting a wave around, but he is currently on pit road doing the same thing as Aaron and Ryan, getting some repairs done to their machines. More cars coming down. It's Andy Bealey, Rob Kreider, Dakota Cottle, Quinn Ezo, Makoto Kino, Dylan Young, and Marissa Miranda are all getting fuel and tires. Looks like it's 4 tires and fuel for almost all of them. So we are seeing some strategy. Zach McAdoo has nearly made his way through the field. They will be getting the 1-to-go signal when they cross the stripe.
As the sun has caused chaos, it has decided to retreat.
I am really glad I am barely locked into the points right now.
Yeah, but we're only going to have one car that's outside looking in get max points, which is the 55 or the 51, I think, rather. So
Yeah, there's a couple
Sam is the
interesting
only one that.
shakeups. And he's not doing too bad either. Okay, well, drivers that have continued their charge. Chris Davis is up to 19th now, and Brett Pritchard, who had a really poor qualifying, he's up to 25th. Top 5 is Weathers, Weisbecker, Salmon, Patwary, and Osborne. Then it's followed by Fountain, Adam Douglas, Tom Jones, Langelier, Connor Meir, and Brad Hughes for your top 10. And Supreme has been on a roll these past month and a half.
The whole season, I think that the change in management has been good for them this season. Moved some key personnel around and brought in some new crew chiefs and car chiefs. Didn't like where their performance was a season ago.
So I've one full course caution so far this race. Again, that was for the Ryan DeLuca machine. Happened to come to a stop on the racetrack. Car was undrivable after hitting that inside wall, trying to pass the 83 machine because of the part on the racetrack where he was stopped and the car had to be retrieved. Brought out the yellow pace car dips. Weisbecker gets us rolling again. Green flag back out there. And a huge problem for the number 51 Salmon.
We saw this with Daniel Quinones last night. That's going to hurt a lot of cars that are in that lane.
Man, they are 3 or 4 wide. Oh, into the wall, Marissa Miranda.
And Miranda just packed the back of, I don't know if that was a 16 or the 33, but she got in the back of somebody.
Going to have a lot of front end damage to that number 32 car as a result. Bodywork will be pushed in. She trails to the back of the lead lap. Weathers, though, was able to retake the lead on the restart. One car finally left pit road of the three that were on there. Aaron Douglas gets his machine fixed up. He will be a few laps down. Needs to hope for a couple of cautions. So one of the cars that did pit and took tires on the restart, that's going to be Rob Kreider. And he is up 8 spots since the drop of the green flag. And of course we did have the shuffle from the 51, but he was in that pack that was held up by the 51. So he's up to the 26th spot. He's currently under fire from Caitlin Muir while he's trying to pass Brandon Krasta. Travis Dawson's also back out on the racetrack after they were doing some repairs. He had a similar incident with Ryan DeLusso, who is still on pit road trying to get that car fixed up. Brad Hughes going to tangoing with Adam. These two friends love to race each other. They're very excited they'll get to race each other again once we get to Indy for the Pro Series race.
The 40 car's really struggling to get past the Toyotas.
He's been stuck behind him for almost the entirety of the race. It's been that same top three of Toyotas. We got a car going off the racetrack. It was Nick Fountain. If it will let me click on him. There we go. Oh.
Car.
Yeah. We got another car stop, and that's actually already going to be a tow. They're getting him off already. Made contact with Xavier and spun him into the tire barrier. That's going to be a lot of damage they're going to have to get fixed in that number 39 machine. And again, that was contact with the number 87 car. That was Arthur Xavier. He made that contact with. This is a car that's currently on the charge. Most positions gained in the field right now.
The 26 just knocked Pat Wary off the track in the middle of that corner.
Xavier getting really aggressive. Driver from Brazil.
El Salvador.
Sorry, my bad. Joseph Ernesto has cracked the top 10.
That 8 car can't possibly be an 11.
Nah, they're multiple laps down.
Alright, I was going to say.
Couple drivers who took 4 tires and fuel was Makoto Kino and Marissa Miranda. We know that Marissa had the issue on the restart, has damage, but Kino hasn't really been able to make a bunch of moves with the 4 fresh tires. There's Zach McAdoo, who was up at the front but had the spin on the final corner and has been stuck back here with the poor track position. Whenever they do good, they like to have the whole team up here. Not only is Ernesto in 10th, but John Cittadino in the 72. He is in 12th, and Lockhart for Benato Sport. He's actually sitting in the 13th spot right now.
It's a good change of pace for everybody involved in this team.
Justin Osborne has spun off in turn number 3. Caitlin's gone off as well.
Yeah, both these drivers have a long wait. Oh, Caitlin's turned the wrong way in an interesting position there.
I think that's her getting turned around. Let's see what happened here with the 92 machine. They've had some help from Craston. Yep, that's indeed what happened. And then here is Osborne. Just lost the rear end. Almost had it saved. And then decided to lock it up. Could have been a lot worse. But a double tag there for MGR, losing 2 of their cars. And a sigh over the radio from the team owner, who currently sits in the 18th spot. It is not one of the best races for them so far tonight in Portland, at least here at the halfway, which we are 2 laps away from the scheduled halfway caution. Doing the same thing we did at the last road course. Even though there was a full course incident, we were still taking the halfway. Up at the front, though, it is still your regular 2 Toyotas that have been here the whole race. That is Weathers and Weisbecker, and Hughes actually got around Adam. So he's up to 3rd right now in the Tom Brad Development Subway Ford. There's actually starting to be a Ford-dominated run up at the field, because we have Sammy Cobb, Mariah, and Jay Langelier, who are also all up here. Tom Jones isn't too far back either. He's in the 14th spot. Brad's teammate and team owner. When the leaders come back around, they will take the yellow flag. The leader will take the yellow flag. Mariah just set her fastest lap of the race at 15:60. Issue with the Quinn Ezo machine. Got turned around. Let's see what happened to the Super Lube Toyota. Looks like he was battling here with Brett the Threat. They were 3 wide entering the corner and tagged the wall. That car will move off and get towed back to pits. And that's actually probably just going to be our halfway yellow there, since that was in the same spot as the other car. We last threw the yellow. So that will be our halfway break. Leader was actually coming around, it looks like. Anyways. Oh, don't spin under yellow, Weathers. All right, so that brings us halfway through the race. We've had a couple of incidents that have gone through. All 3 of them were in the first corner. That time it was a 3 wide pass. Quinizo ended up taking damage to the suspension, had to get towed off. Been a troubling few laps here for the Toyotas the past couple of laps. 3 of their cars involved in incidents. Fastest lap of the race was set by Timmy Weathers, coming back to the yellow, 14:24. Blistering lap. He beat the best lap by a 10th over Andrew Weisbecker. So the pace has been found in this number 55 car. They have caught the pace car. Once the rest of the field has caught up and pits have cycled through, there will be some wave arounds that will happen. Cars that will be getting a wave arounds on this caution will be Quinn Izzo, Aaron Douglas, Travis Dawson, Nick Fountain, and Ryan DeLusso, who is, by the way, and check this out, after all of the repairs that they have made on pit road, they have brought the number 2 machine back out. I thought that was going to be a race ender for him. So 2 cars in the garage, Quinn Izzo and Nick Fountain. Those 2 Toyotas still in the garage getting repairs done. So the only lappers we have on track is Aaron, Travis, and Ryan DeLusso. Pit road is about the opposite from busy right now. One taker, Austin Yoakum. 2 make it 2. The 79 and the 92. Both of those cars had spun. They're going to put some fresh tires on them. And they can go to the end from here. So that might be a really good call out of the 2 MGR cars. Their day might go from worst to best. 2 tires and fuel for Austin Yoakum as well as Caitlin Muir. Let's see what they do for the number 79 car. And it is also 2 tires and fuel. We're seeing a lot of teams opt for just taking the left side tires because this is a mainly clockwise race. Most of the turns are to the right. So left side tires are the most important ones. There's the wave arounds that are going through. Travis Dawson also making his way through, as well as Ryan DeLusso. So this will put Aaron down to 1 lap down. He will have to hope for another caution if he wants to be back on the lead lap. Travis Dawson will be 2 laps down and Ryan will be 5 laps down. Of course, that's because Ryan was on pit road. They had extensive repairs. I am still shocked that they kept this thing going. I thought that was going to be an easy DNF. Pack it up for the chronic understeer car. But they got a championship on the line. They're on the outside looking in. He's actually going to opt for it and pit. He's opting to not take his wave around and come down pit road. Kind of surprised to see that. See what they end up doing. Check to make sure he had a penalty, just to be sure. He did not. This is the team bringing the car down on their own. It's 4 tires. Yeah, 4 tires. I'm not sure about that. I would have taken every lap if I could if I was him. Dawson and Aaron have almost made their way through the field. So we'll see what he knows. All right, those two are through. That's the last restart did not go well. With a 51, either with a complete missed shift or was just spinning the tires and stacked up nearly half the field. We'll have 19 to go though on this restart. And the front two runners have been the cars that have dominated the entire race. That's Timmy Weathers and Andrew Weisbecker. Adam has not been able to pass these Toyotas running up front. We got a very fast Brad Hughes as well.
Just over there going to the back. This is the other lane can't restart.
They really seem to not. Lights will be out in the pace car this time around. There it is. We going green. Recap of your top 10 now. Not much shuffled. Not many cars opted to pit on this go around. It is Timmy Weathers, Andrew Weisbecker, Adam Douglas, Brad Hughes, and Mariah Douglas, Sammy Cobb, Jacob McMillan, Joseph Onesto, David Walsh, and Jay Langelier, all inside your top 10. Biggest mover of the race right now is John Cittadino, who sits in the 10th spot, or 11th spot, right next to his teammate. Biggest loser of the race is Justin Osborne, who has lost 35 spots. Still on the lead lap, and they've opted for tires and fuel. He is good to go to the end, so there is strategy at play for the 79 and the 92. So even though they are all the way at the back of the pack, because they don't have to pit while everyone else does, if it stays green, they have a chance at becoming the new leaders, no matter where they are on track, as long as they keep the car pointed in the right direction. Could be a severe advantage for Osborne or Caitlin by the end of the race, as well as Austin Yoakum. He also pitted with them as well, so keep an eye on the metallic and chrome blue Ford. And that group of single file cars at the back, those were the cars that got waved around. All three of them had extensive damage that had to get repaired in the pits from previous incidents. We're going to go on board with Adam for this restart. Wait for the car to go down, and it's up to Timmy Weathers to take us away.
Back.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that.
I don't know why you wanted that camera. Like, just rub it in, I guess.
It only did it once in the truck race.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's unfortunate. And the same fate as before. With that lane, Weathers will now take the race lead. Followed by a group of Fords and Joseph Onesto, who is storming his way up. Trying to get around Jay Langelier. So can we try again, heading into the final corner? Not enough to stick a nose in. Andrew Weisbecker coming down pit road. I was surprised there wasn't more cars that tried to come down. Caitlin is off the track. One of the cars that had pitted under caution. Oh, we got a stack up. Let's see what happened here.
It was the 32.
Yeah, that's Marissa Miranda, Justin Franklin, Travis Dawson that may have all been involved with this thing. Once again, the Fox Racing 32 and got tagged by Austin Yoakum that sent the 32 around and then got hit hard by the 97 and then stops. That they just got that car repaired. That might be race ender there for Aaron.
Yeah, they got heavy damage to the suspension in the front of it.
FARCA officials pushing all those cars off. Track is clear by the time the leaders are heading back over here to him. And then Nesto got off the racetrack and didn't lose a position.
You need to go back live.
You're right. He did lose position.
62 and the 84 are off.
Waiting for him to rejoin. He's going to get towed.
And the 84 as well. It probably should have been a full course caution because that was a multi-car incident.
Meanwhile, a couple cars came down pit road. Looks like Toyotas once again are going to be taking the undercut. The infamous Onesto.
That man loves a good tow.
Lockhart spinning around backwards.
It looked like he had it in reverse too. I think he's just trying to have some fun.
Saw his team owner do it. He said, you know what, I'll do the same.
Just go for it, man.
Too
You
difficult.
can do it. We believe in you.
You got this.
Push, push. Okay, Josh, push, push. Push,
And
push.
go.
No, he doesn't want it.
He's done the Onesto. At a battle for the lead. Brad Hughes has caught the back bumper of Timmy Weathers number 55. What is happening? Don't worry, you got one car left in this. I don't know where he's at, but he's somewhere.
He's trying to be John Sedano.
He's in 23rd. Well, Brad heard me talk about going for the lead. Decided, nah, I'll let him have a 1.5 second buffer.
55 push, push to box, box.
Yep, they're coming in with Tim Salmon. So the Toyotas once again with the early pitting. That's allowed Adam, who spun, to come back into the 6th spot.
Yeah, and once again, fighting with the Toyotas. All right.
He's going to be fighting with the Fords here soon. He's only got one Toyota left in the top 10. That's Justin Osborne, who already made his pit stop. How about the flip from here? Was in last place. And he is for sure good to go to the end. Two cars officially DNF'd out of the race. W. Marissa Miranda as well as Aaron. And Quinny's in the 15 as well as Nick Fountain in the 39 have all packed it up. Did have a Chevy come down to pit as well. Oh, what a save there from the 79. That's a corner where we see people lose it a lot. So currently at the point, it is 4-4. It's Brad Hughes, Sammy Cobb, Jay Langelier, and Noed Patwary. Big Bad Brad's been here a few times for IndyCar racing. Be the first time he's driven on it himself. He leads the way with 12 to go.
It's just 777s at the front of the field.
Really is. And then a gang of reckless racing. Chase been really strong this last month.
Yeah, he has. Just trying to do Ben proud.
Popped some wins out of nowhere and then paired it with a 2 top 5s in a row after this.
The chartreuse numbers are beating the chrome numbers from the other half of reckless racing.
Chartreuse and chrome. Or I assume that's chrome. Hard to tell with the
It's chrome. They're all chrome.
the cloud.
These two are chartreuse. The other are white. So bubbles. Inga dinga durgan.
Dingy dingy ding.
Hitting the S, hitting the other S. Here's the 40 car.
Under
Being
fire
bullied by the 79.
Toyota.
79 should think about going away. Change your manufacturer.
Change your manufacturer.
You can pit once, or you can pass once you get a different logo on your car. Different logo or shifted it for the 06. Didn't seem like the 06 shifted at all. Didn't see any kind of fire coming out of the side of that car. More fire out of the 40. No fire out of the 06.
Pucked for me. Oh, contact.
Oh, he's in the door.
It's a yeller. You child. Oh. FARC officials throwing the debris caution. Somebody's water bottle was in the most inconvenient part of the racetrack. What a comment. Wow. This man just called him a curly haired hot dog. Inside 10 to go, there will be no wave arounds. This will be a quicker caution as well. Alright, so we'll be giving him an opportunity to pit here. So it'll be 1 to go when they cross the stripe.
There should be 2 to go because they need to have 1 full lap for pit lane to be open.
You may be right about that. You may indeed be right about that.
Pits are going to be open for everybody. We're going to have 2 to green.
And hey, everybody, besides the Toyotas, will be coming down.
Zachary McAdoo stayed out.
That he did. He already pitted from his earlier incident in the race, though. Makoto Kino stayed out, as well as Citadino and Rob Kreider staying out. Thought this was going to be a Chevy or a Toyota show, but it's turning into a Chevy show mainly. It certainly did help out the Toyotas that had already pitted, though, as that practically flips the field in half. That puts Justin Osborne to the point, followed by Zach McAdoo, Makoto Kino, John Citadino, and Rob Kreider. The fish. What is that from? That's awesome. Well, one of his cars is leading. I think that's all he cares about.
How many laps is the race?
45.
Well, if you look at the trends, McAdoo's going to run away with the lead.
That is a trend. Should be 1 to go this time by. Yeah, McAdoo is going to run away with the lead, and Makoto Kino is going to forget how to drive.
No, Meccano takes second. Whoever's in fourth decides they don't want to drive anymore.
Oh, so that's
and they'll go to
Citadino.
the back.
Citadino's going to forget how to do anything. Yeah, correct. It will be Citadino who's going to not know how to do anything. It's going to stack up the whole outside lane, which does include a few Toyotas. Lappers being shuffled in the back. That's what you're seeing going on back there. So rest in peace races to the number 36, the 5, the 4, the 55. And because of this slip as well, not going to include the 5 because I know he's going to get tanked. The biggest mover of the race is going to be Rob Kreider. Going from the back to the front. We'll see how long he can hang on to it. The car itself hasn't been fast, but the driver's been aggressive and just running in an aggressive strategy. One car who is yet to pit at all this race is John Citadino, who is about to cause calamity for the entire race field. Greg Graziano and Arthur Xavier are the other 2 drivers who have yet to pit this race. Only coming to lap 39 out of 45, so it'll be a 7-lap shootout. And it'll be between the Toyota of Justin Osborne and the Ford out of Reckless Racing, Zach McAdoo. Both of those cars took 2 tires. Actually, McAdoo took fuel only. He did not take tires on the number 17, but Osborne has fresh left side tires from when he pitted on lap 25. Let's see how it goes. Base car is off. Citadino's forgetting how to drive, just as planned.
He really didn't want to get going this
No,
time.
he really didn't. Our 2 leaders stay clean.
Graziano's coming out of nowhere. Graziano says, "That's my 3rd place."
Jonathan, why? Citadino has the lightest car right now because he's got next to no fuel in that thing. Hasn't pitted once this race.
Well, the green flag wasn't out.
And Nether has his teammate who is up to 8th. That's Arthur Xavier. Your updated top 10, as you can now see, after the 4th place car rearranged itself once again.
Might need to put clear all in.
I'll double check it, but it didn't the last couple times. The only one was my car that's already DNF'd.
Good. Maybe we cleared a
There he
disqualification. Graziano's coming down pit road, and he's bringing his teammates with him. John Citadino has had enough.
These are the 3 drivers that hadn't pitted yet. Don't know why they didn't pit under the caution.
And they never pitted, and they still couldn't get to the front of the field?
Oof.
The 33 ahead of the 92. The 92 has been sideways. It's been in the wall. Eventful day out of them.
It had the Adam Douglas crash message, but I don't know what that came from.
Oh, it probably went off. Or hit the wall or something. I don't know.
I'm curious.
Oh, great. Yeah, definitely found the wall.
Battling a Toyota. He's been
Lost
really good
3
friends with them all
positions.
day. Oh! That'll do it. Normally he's good friends with the Justin Franklinson.
Who let Brad Smith back in that car?
Oh no!
Going to find him.
Alright, it's a battle between 2 tires and no tires, but it's a very quick Zach McAdoo at the point of this thing. 4 laps to go. Kenny Mumbura is off, spinning the Target 82 around. And gets it going again.
Buttermeyer throwing ghosts all over the backstretch has ruined the race for Jay Langelier.
Really has ruined Langelier's race. Where is the number 9 after all this? Yeah, he's 28th position after running up in the top 10 all day long. He's there with his teammate. They're slowly making positions back, but not enough time at all. I don't even know how Dylan Young is up there. He's losing spots, though.
Been out on the track a long time. The 19 and the 38. Oh, the 19's in the wall.
Ooh.
Lose quite a few spots.
Can't even Burr spun around again.
Kenny Bumbara.
He's got heavy right side damage now. That side panel caved in. Must have tank slapped it.
Kenny Bumber, ouch.
Ryan DeLusso spins around in the final corner. Several laps down.
I was going for a bit of a excursion. He's going to get back on the track. Was a forward pun. You're welcome. Now he's on an expedition to get back to speed. There's a 17 car, Ford Parts, Reckless Racing, Zach McAdoo. Through one turn, approaching another, in front of the Justin Osborne, Denso Spark Plugs. Makoto Kino's leading another woman back there, 5th place, Samari Cobb.
Caitlin's got the race sponsored raise. Normally that car gets cursed.
Oh, it's cursed. She's hit the wall. She spun out many times.
Mm-hmm.
And through it all, she's here. 10th place, Deacon Jones, your point leader.
Demon Deacon.
41 car in sight, so the 28 is gonna. Well, right now you have 2 laps. You don't want to say anything right now, but.
Hey, don't look now, but there's a Toyota behind Adam.
Oh, it's not a fast one. Jeff Cannon isn't a threat at all. Jeff Cannon was when Splunk sponsored him, but since Splunk decided they didn't want to sponsor Jeff Cannon no more, he's fallen off a cliff. Maybe they knew something we don't.
As he loses 2 whole seconds to Adam and a position to a Reckless Racing car.
Quinones threw it in there.
I can hear Ben giggling from the heavens about this.
This 10 car is going for 9th on Brandon's Cresta.
Hey, the 29 figured out how to pass. Has gotten around a couple cars.
I was working on Mariah Douglas. Mariah has been known to run into some people. She's not going to do this to Connor. Or no, she wants to. She's thinking about it. Decides not to. Connor's going to go past
Dude, Cannon
Jeff Cannon.
is tanking right now.
Connor's waving out the window at Jeff Cannon. He must know.
And McAdoo has taken the white flag, has a second advantage over Justin Osborne at the front of the field. It stayed a second for nearly the entirety of the race. The leaders themselves have not been as problematic as they were in the truck race.
He just needs an uneventful final lap. Don't need a repeat of the truck race that saw, not Skittles, the other car, go flying off in the last turn.
There was 3 of them, including the truck that won the race.
But on the final lap.
The final lap, yep. That
It
was
spun out
Skittles.
for Alan Bledsoe to take it.
This would be a
So
Reckless Racing sweep.
Won the truck race.
Get the brooms out.
Well, we're not there yet. We have one problem corner
Yeah, we
left.
one treacherous corner to go, and it's the final corner.
Let's not talk about brooms yet.
The brooms are away until he can get through this corner, and he is clear of the
Witches at
bat
Reckless
spot.
Racing have to wait no more. No road coast racing, you say? Well, now they've swept a weekend. Zach McAdoo is going to come across the line at Portland to win the Tillamook 175K.
Let's go for Reckless P2. And we got a car off the track. Dylan Young
It's Dylan
spins.
One more time for Dylan Young.
And his top 10 will turn into a top 30.
Adam Douglas got Rob Kreider at the line.
What?
The drag race down the front straightaway in the 40 car barely beat the 38 for 7th.
Check this out. Between these two, he's still behind him here. Look how close that was.
Used
They
to
were-
tow from his teammate.
3 wide behind as well. I'm not sure if Connor got that one either.
I think 10th place went to the 16 of Daniel Quinones.
They looked 3 wide. That was just after they had passed. Okay. So, top 10 is Zach McAdoo, Justin Osborne, Caitlin Muir in 3rd, Makoto Kino 4, Sammy Cobb rounds out your top 5. And it's David Walsh, Adam Douglas, Rob Kreider, Deacon Jones, and Dan Quinones to wrap out the top 10. There's your official race results, unofficial race results.
Now we have back-to-back repeat winners. The Kern Raceway winner has won at Tillamook for the Portland
And
GP.
the only repeat winners for the season are Reckless Racing.
This is now Reckless's winningest
This man called
season
me
of all
a
time.
Uh, let's see. Who got the poll?
That's 55 card Timmy Weathers.
Timmy Weathers. We got to give that bonus point to Timmy Weathers.
Yeah. All right, so our regular season champion is the 28th Daniel Quinones. I mean, 28th Demon Deacon Jones. I can't speak. What do you know? Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll. Oh, spinal brain. Jesus.
That was me. That was a self burn. I was saying I'm all spine, no brain.
Hilarious.
Thomas Jones finishes 20th. Timothy Salmon finishes 19th. Justin Franklin, the third, finished 18th.
And here's the rest of the top 40.
All right, we're catching up with a banged up Aaron Douglas. How do you feel after that big one?
I just moved the microphone and walked away.
Oh, that was erroneous Douglassian. Obviously very frustrated.
We're having a problem with the points working on this end. I was going to show it on stream, but it is not wanting to function.
Well, we could just upload them to the site.
Yeah, that's what's going to be going on.
Luckily, we have technology.
We have the technology. Well, I can at least do this.
We can upload it to the site, though.
Well, at least show this on the screen, though, for them. So this is your current points going into the race. This is not the updated. This is going into the race. We can at least show the comparison. Down to what we believed is 14 positions, what we're keeping an eye on. Down to 19th there with Dylan Touchton was the bubble. Touchton, of course, failed to qualify for the race.
Also, we have to update the Jason to have you in the 97, control car 98.
Yes.
You should pick the Ford as your control car and have the Ford numbered 98. That way we don't run into this issue, and then we can still run online races.
Right.
Watch it be a new track idea because it's gonna call something like a squiggly short course road course.
Thankfully, it's not.
Spaghettable.
Spaghettable. Right, there we go. Spaghettio. Good. Good. Make sure it's correct here. Good. Good. And over here. Good. And good. Ernesto, I did it again. Elias and Dylan need to be changed. And no
Look at that, they're blue
penalties.
now.
No penalties. Oh. All right. Officially. Oh, Jay Langelier almost lost it because of that. Wow.
2 points in.
Salmon is out by 2 points. He was previously tied with Brandon Crasta, who does make it in. Ryan DeLusso remains in 16th. He will finish 16 points out from making it into the chase. Of course, he missed that first race of the season, classically again. Caitlin Meir, who was on the outside looking in, not close enough to have a chance at running for it. Chris Davis, who was in 17th, falls to 18th. So your chase for the championship for a 10th year is going to be Demon Deacon Jones winning the regular season championship, getting that 3 bonus points, 5 for one of his wins, and a singular bonus point for a pole. He will start off with 509 points. Andrew Weisbecker is our second seed in the regular season championship. He will have 505 points. Timmy Weathers, who finished third, no wins of the season, 1 pole, 501. Justin Osborne, no wins, no poles, 500 points, your fourth seed. Brett Pritchard, 1 win, 1 pole, 506 points. Adam Douglas, no wins, no poles, 500 points. Austin Yoakum, 1 win, 2 poles, 507. Nick Fountain, 1 win, 1 pole, 506 points. As well as Connor Meir with the same thing, 506 points. Zach McAdoo, 2 wins, 1 pole, 511 points. Will be your championship leader after the reseed. Aaron Douglas, 11th seed with no wins, 3 poles, 503 points. Sammy Cobb, 1 win, 505. Brandon Crasto, 1 win, 505. Jay Langelier with 2 wins, 1 pole, will be tied in second place to start this thing off with Zach McAdoo with 511. Reckless Racing will start the chase with a 1-2 advantage over the field. Everything is now updated on the website. You can view it there, both the standings and the race results. 17 races complete, and we have 8 to go. The chase schedule, we have a week off next week like we did last time, and then we will go to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Brickyard. We will be on the full oval, and then it's down to Rockingham the Black's Tire 200. Then it's the Tootsie's Night Race once again at Nashville Super Speedway. That'll be followed by the Tropicana Night Race at Chicagoland. 2 repeat races on the schedule. Then it's the Dover Downs 175, aka the Ben Dover 175. Ashley Furniture 199 at Talladega. That will be the only super speedway in the chase as well, and that will not be an open race. That will be the only non-open super speedway race because it is a chase race. Charlotte Hall of Fame night race, the classic. Last year the race was themed. That was the cartoon race. It is not officially that this season. That is going to be a FARCA throwback race, throwing back to FARCA paint schemes for drivers that want to participate in that. And then it will be the 2025 FARCA Championship finale, and that is our rotating race. This year it's Texas Motor Speedway. Last year it was Atlanta, and it will be Atlanta once again next year as well. So those are the 8 races. Those are the 14 drivers. And next week we'll show off what trophy they'll be racing for as well. That will finish it off here in Portland. Thank you guys for staying in and watching. We will be taking that week off. We'll be doing some fun races still, probably with the ARCA or the Pro Car again, like we did on Friday. You guys are all welcome to join in with that as well. Maybe we'll stream them as well, do some fun stuff. But we'll see. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time for the chase for the championship.